Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling more tired than when you went to bed? You had a full night's sleep, maybe even 8 hours, but your body still feels heavy, your mind foggy, and your motivation low. For many seniors, mornings are the hardest part of the day. It's like the body hasn't caught up to the fact that a new day has begun. And while you might think this is just part of getting older, what if I told you that one simple 3-minute morning habit could completely change the way your day begins? That's right. There is a small, easy morning ritual, almost no one talks about it, that can instantly boost your energy, wake up your brain, and improve your mood within minutes. It doesn't involve caffeine, supplements, or expensive equipment. In fact, it's something you can do right in your bedroom, even before breakfast. The best part? It's 100% natural and takes less than 5 minutes to feel the difference. In today's video, we're going to walk you through why so many older adults feel sluggish in the morning, what's really happening in your body overnight, and how this one ritual can flip the switch on your energy systems, helping you feel more alert, more alive, and more ready to enjoy the day ahead. You'll also learn how to tailor this practice to your own physical abilities so that it works for you whether you're 60, 70, or 90 years old. So if you've been feeling groggy, heavy, or slow to start in the morning, or you just want to start your day with more clarity and energy, stay with us. This might be the smallest change with the biggest impact you'll make all year. I know you are a person who likes to watch videos quietly. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do it because you are a kind person. If the video is helpful, press 1. If the video is not good enough or needs improvement, press 2. Thanks everyone. Now let's get started. Number 1. Why seniors often wake up. Tired Mark, 78, used to be the kind of man who loved mornings. He'd wake up early, stretch with a smile, and get right to his daily crossword puzzle before breakfast. But over the past year, mornings started to feel different. Instead of waking up refreshed, he woke up feeling like he hadn't slept at all. His limbs felt heavy. His mind was foggy. Some mornings it took him over an hour just to feel like he could function normally. "I thought I was just getting older," he said. "I figured it was normal to feel this tired every morning." But what Mark, and millions of other seniors, didn't realize is that waking up tired isn't just about aging. It's often a sign that something in the body's overnight recovery process is being interrupted or weakened. There are several reasons why older adults wake up feeling more tired than rested. First, the body's natural sleep cycles begin to change with age. As we grow older, we tend to get lighter sleep, with less time spent in deep, restorative stages of rest. This means that even if we sleep for 7 or 8 hours, the quality of that sleep might not be strong enough to repair the body and refresh the brain. On top of that, older adults are more likely to experience frequent nighttime awakenings, from pain, needing to use the bathroom, or sensitivity to noise, which further fragments the sleep cycle and reduces its benefits. Another important factor is reduced circulation and muscle activity overnight. When we lie still for hours during sleep, blood flow slows down, especially in the extremities. This lack of movement can lead to stiffness, heaviness, and a general feeling of sluggishness upon waking. The heart, muscles, and joints all need a gentle wake-up call in the morning. But most people don't realize that unless they physically move and breathe deeply, their body remains stuck in rest mode. Additionally, hormonal changes after age 60 can significantly affect morning energy. The body's natural production of cortisol, a hormone that helps us feel alert and energized in the morning, may be delayed or blunted. Melatonin, which helps us fall and stay asleep, can linger longer than it should, making it harder to feel awake even after getting out of bed. These hormonal shifts often go unnoticed, but they quietly make mornings more difficult. One of the most overlooked causes of morning fatigue is dehydration. Many seniors don't drink enough water during the day, and almost no one drinks water during the 6 to 8 hours of sleep. When we wake up, our bodies are slightly dehydrated, and even mild dehydration can cause dizziness, brain fog, fatigue, and low blood pressure. Mark, for example, used to drink his first glass of water at lunch. Once he began starting his day with a warm glass of water by his bedside, he noticed a small but real difference in how quickly his mind cleared and his muscles loosened. Furthermore, some medications taken at night, such as blood pressure pills, pain relievers, or sleep aids can leave residual drowsiness that lasts into the morning. If you've ever woken up groggy and thought, "My head still feels cloudy," it could be the lingering effects of something you took the night before. These side effects often go unnoticed until someone carefully tracks the pattern and brings it up with their doctor. Mental health also plays a role. Depression, anxiety, or chronic loneliness can all make sleep less restorative and mornings more difficult. Even if you don't feel sad, emotional exhaustion can weigh just as heavily on the body as physical strain. The mind and body are deeply connected. When one is tired, the other usually follows. So if you've been waking up tired most mornings, you're not alone, and it's not just something you have to accept. The first step is awareness. Ask yourself, am I getting enough sleep but still waking up tired? Do I feel groggy, heavy, or unmotivated every morning? Is my energy improving after breakfast, or does it stay low throughout the day? These questions can help you begin to uncover what's really going on beneath the surface. In the next section, we'll explore the actual science of why the body feels sluggish in the morning and how understanding your internal rhythm can help you reclaim energy, focus, and clarity starting from the moment you wake up. Number 2, the science behind morning energy slumps. For many seniors, mornings don't start with brightness. They begin with a struggle. That heavy feeling in your body, the mental fog that clouds your thinking, the stiffness in your back and legs. It's as if your body is stuck in sleep mode, unable to shift into gear. This isn't just a feeling. There's real science behind why mornings are so difficult for older adults, and understanding it can be the key to changing everything about how you start your day. Let's take a look at Eleanor, 76, who described her mornings as like waking up in a fog that won't lift. She said it took at least 2 hours, a shower, a meal, and a cup of coffee, before she felt remotely human. Her doctor once told her it was just part of aging, but Eleanor knew there had to be more to it, and she was right. The problem wasn't just that she was older, it was that her internal systems weren't activating properly after sleep. This happens to many older adults due to how the body's rhythms and systems naturally shift with age. One of the key players in this morning struggle is your circadian rhythm, your internal clock. This biological clock controls when you feel sleepy, when you feel alert, when your body temperature changes, and when hormones are released. As we age, the circadian rhythm becomes less sensitive to cues like light and sleep timing. It can shift out of sync, making it harder for the body to transition smoothly from rest to wakefulness. That's why many seniors feel groggy even after sleeping the right number of hours. Closely tied to this rhythm is a hormone called cortisol, often misunderstood as just a stress hormone, but actually essential for energy and alertness in the morning. Cortisol naturally rises in the early hours of the day to help us wake up and become active. In younger people, cortisol levels peak just before or shortly after waking. But in older adults, this rise can be delayed, muted, or even flatline. Without that sharp boost, your brain and body simply don't switch on the way they should, leading to that lingering sense of fatigue and slowness. Another key factor is the nervous system shift that occurs during sleep. When we sleep, especially in the deeper stages, our bodies enter a parasympathetic state, also known as the rest and repair mode. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, and circulation decreases. This is vital for healing and cellular renewal. But when we wake, the body must switch gears into the sympathetic state, the awake and alert mode. In younger individuals, this transition happens quickly. In older adults, the shift is slower and more fragile. This lag creates that in-between state where you're technically awake, but your body is still acting as if it's resting. To make things more complicated, overnight immobility affects blood flow and oxygenation. When you lie still for several hours, especially in colder rooms or with restricted movement, circulation to your muscles and brain can slow down. This results in morning stiffness, numbness, and a lack of mental clarity, because your brain literally isn't getting the oxygen it needs right away. That's one of the reasons simple morning movement, even for a minute, can create such a dramatic improvement in how you feel. And let's not forget the role of oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. During sleep, our breathing slows. In some people, especially those with conditions like sleep apnea or shallow breathing, Oxygen levels may drop without them even realizing it. Waking up with low oxygen leads to grogginess, headache, and a cloudy mind. Your cells haven't received what they need to power up, so your entire system runs slow until breathing and circulation are restored. Understanding these processes is powerful because it means your sluggish mornings aren't a mystery and they aren't a life sentence. They're a result of natural changes in the body that can be gently addressed with small, consistent habits. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. Just learning to support your internal clock, activate your body's alert systems, and gently reintroduce movement, oxygen, and hydration can shift everything. Eleanor, once she understood the science, began to change her mornings. She placed a glass of water beside her bed and drank it as soon as she woke. She added 2 minutes of slow, seated stretching and deep breathing before getting up. She opened her window blinds to let in morning light while she moved her fingers and toes. Within a week, she said mornings felt lighter, easier, and more awake. Her body began to remember how to transition, not just from sleep to wakefulness, but from sluggishness to liveliness. In the next section, we'll explore the most common mistakes people make first thing in the morning, simple things that could be sabotaging your energy before the day even begins. Number 3, what most people do. Wrong in the morning. Helen, 74, thought she had a pretty solid morning routine. She'd get out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen, pour herself a big cup of coffee, and sit down in front of the TV to catch the news. She told herself that she needed her quiet time before the day could really begin. But even after 2 cups of coffee and an hour of sitting quietly, she still felt sluggish, foggy, and slow. Her energy wouldn't pick up until mid-morning, and by then she felt like half the day was already lost. What Helen didn't realize was that, like many people, she was unknowingly sabotaging her energy from the moment she woke up. The way we start our morning sets the tone for the rest of the day, but over time, we develop habits that feel comforting or routine, yet actually work against our body's natural needs. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make in the morning is reaching for caffeine before anything else. While coffee has its place, drinking it on an empty stomach, especially as the first thing you consume, can lead to blood sugar crashes, dehydration, and overstimulation of the nervous system. Instead of waking you up, it can make your heart race, your stomach churn, and your brain feel jittery. Without food or water to balance it, coffee becomes a false start. Another common mistake is staying completely still for too long after waking up. Sitting in a chair or lying in bed scrolling on your phone or watching TV may feel restful, but your body needs gentle movement to reawaken the circulatory system. When we don't move, blood pools in the extremities, oxygen delivery slows, and joints stiffen. The result is more grogginess, more aches, and a harder transition into the day. Even simple movements, stretching your arms, rolling your shoulders, circling your ankles, can signal to your body, hey, it's time to wake up. Many people also forget to hydrate right away. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep without water, your body wakes up mildly dehydrated, whether you feel thirsty or not. Dehydration in the morning can cause dizziness, brain fog, low energy, and even constipation. Yet many people go straight to coffee, which is a diuretic, further dehydrating the body. The result? That dragging, drained feeling that lasts well into the afternoon. Another subtle mistake is ignoring light. Natural light is one of the most powerful signals for your circadian rhythm. When your eyes see morning sunlight, it tells your brain to reduce melatonin, the sleep hormone, and increase cortisol, your natural get-up-and-go hormone. But if you wake in the dark and keep your blinds closed, or move from bedroom to kitchen without stepping outside, your body may stay stuck in sleep mode. The longer you delay exposure to light, the longer your energy stays dormant. And finally, many people make the mistake of flooding their mind with stress too early. Watching the news, reading upsetting headlines, or checking emails first thing can spike cortisol in an unhealthy way. Instead of gradually lifting you into focus, it creates tension, anxiety, and a sense of mental overwhelm. Your body hasn't even warmed up yet, but your brain is already in panic mode. That tension stays with you throughout the day, draining mental energy and emotional balance. So what should Helen have done differently? Instead of rolling out of bed straight into a chair with coffee, she could have started with a glass of warm water, maybe with a squeeze of lemon. She could have opened the curtains to let in sunlight, done a few minutes of gentle stretches, and waited to drink coffee until after eating a small, nourishing breakfast like oatmeal, fruit, or toast with nut butter. These small changes would have activated her nervous system naturally, hydrated her cells, and stabilized her energy. When she eventually made these adjustments, Helen was amazed at how quickly things changed. She reported feeling more awake by the time she finished breakfast and noticed that her mood improved too. Her mornings went from sluggish and reactive to intentional and light. It wasn't about adding more effort. It was about doing fewer things wrong and doing the right things in the right order. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a complicated routine. But starting your day with hydration, light, movement, and calm focus can dramatically change how you feel. Not just in the morning, but all day long. In the next section, we'll reveal a simple yet powerful morning ritual that ties all of this together. One that only takes a few minutes, but can instantly lift your energy and sharpen your mind for the rest of the day. Number 4, the morning ritual that changes everything. At 81, Paul had stopped expecting much from his mornings. He woke up stiff, his back ached, and he often found himself shuffling slowly from room to room, waiting for his body to wake up. He'd grown used to the sluggishness, blaming it on his age. But then his granddaughter, a physical therapist, visited for the holidays and showed him a simple 3-minute morning routine. Skeptical but curious, Paul gave it a try. And within just a few days, something remarkable happened. His mornings no longer felt like a battle. He was moving easier, thinking more clearly, and even smiling before breakfast. What changed? A small, intentional ritual that helped his body and brain make the full transition from rest to readiness. This morning ritual isn't complex. In fact, it's so simple that most people are surprised it works. But when done with consistency and intention, it activates all the key systems your body needs to feel awake, energized, and present. And it does so in less than 5 minutes. It begins with something that seems obvious but is often skipped: drinking a full glass of warm water. After a full night of no hydration, your cells, joints, brain, and circulation are slightly dehydrated. Just 1 glass of water can begin rehydrating your body, thinning the blood, waking up your kidneys, and improving blood flow to the brain, which helps clear away the mental fog. Next comes deep breathing. Most of us breathe shallowly in the morning. Our chest rises, but we don't fully expand the lungs. By taking 5 deep, slow breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, we stimulate the diaphragm, increase oxygen levels, and engage the parasympathetic nervous system. This helps reset the brain, reduce tension, and bring calm focus to your morning. Breathing deeply first thing in the morning also improves heart rate variability and circulation, something especially important as we age. After hydration and breathing comes gentle movement. This doesn't mean doing jumping jacks or heavy stretches. It simply means reactivating the muscles and joints that have been still all night. Paul's favorite is the standing shake. While standing near a chair or counter for balance, he gently shakes out his hands, arms, and legs, like he's brushing off sleep from his limbs. He then slowly rolls his shoulders back, turns his head side to side, and lifts each knee in place while breathing deeply. This 90-second movement helps increase blood flow to the extremities, warms up the joints, and signals the brain that the body's ready to move. You don't even have to leave your bedroom to do it. The final piece of this ritual, and perhaps the most underestimated, is exposure to natural light. Paul opens his curtains as soon as he starts his breathing and movement. If the weather is nice, he steps onto his porch for just 2 minutes of morning sunlight. This light sends a powerful signal to the brain to stop producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and to increase serotonin, which improves mood and sharpens focus. Even on cloudy days, natural daylight helps reset your circadian rhythm and makes your entire system feel more alive. This 4-part ritual, hydrate, breathe, move, and get light, forms a foundation that restores energy, focus, and vitality. It works because it touches on what your body truly needs to shift from rest to action, hydration to feed your cells, oxygen to fuel your brain, movement to wake up the muscles, and light to recalibrate your internal clock. When done gently and consistently, this becomes more than a routine. It becomes a conversation with your body that says, I'm here, I'm awake, and I'm ready to live this day fully. Paul, after 2 weeks of practicing this ritual, found that he didn't need an extra nap mid-morning anymore. His balance improved, his mood was lighter. He even began calling this routine his morning medicine, because it gave him more clarity than any pill ever had. You don't need a gym, a trainer, or even a perfect morning schedule to benefit from this. Whether you're 60, 70, or 90, this ritual is adaptable. If standing is hard, do it seated. If stretching hurts, just roll your wrists or circle your ankles. If the light outside is too cold or dim, sit near a window or use a daylight lamp. The key is consistency, not perfection. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into how just 3 minutes of simple movement in the morning can dramatically improve blood flow, alertness, and even protect your brain as you age. Number 5, how just 3 minutes can improve blood flow and alertness. For years, Joseph, age 79, believed he needed at least 2 cups of coffee before he could feel alive in the morning. He had developed a habit of sitting still, staring out the window, waiting for his brain to turn on and his body to catch up. But the truth is, what Joseph really needed wasn't more caffeine, it was movement, and not even intense movement. What he needed was just 3 minutes of the right kind of gentle physical activity to awaken his circulation, clear his mind, and prepare his body for the day ahead. When he discovered this, it changed everything about his mornings. Science tells us that just a few minutes of morning movement can have an incredible impact on blood flow, oxygen delivery, and brain function. After lying still for hours during the night, your heart rate is slower, your blood vessels are slightly constricted, and your muscles are colder and less flexible. This combination creates a state of low circulation and low mental clarity, which is why you might feel stiff, heavy, and mentally sluggish when you first get out of bed. By engaging in low-impact rhythmic motion, even for just 3 minutes, you signal your circulatory system to wake up. Your heart starts to pump a bit faster, your blood vessels dilate, and oxygen-rich blood begins flowing more efficiently to your brain and muscles. This doesn't just warm you up physically, it improves mental alertness, emotional clarity, and balance, all of which are critical for older adults who want to maintain independence and prevent falls. The beauty of this 3-minute routine is that it's easy, adaptable, and can be done standing, seated, or even holding onto a chair. You don't need to break a sweat or follow a complicated program. It's all about gentle activation. Start with slow shoulder rolls, feeling the tension ease from your neck and back. Then add arm swings, letting your arms move freely with your breath. Try a few gentle knee lifts, shifting your weight side to side to engage your legs and core. Finish with a light twist at the waist or side stretches to reawaken the spine. These simple movements get your blood flowing and your body reconnected after a night of stillness. What many people don't realize is that these few minutes also stimulate your lymphatic system, which is responsible for clearing out waste and toxins from your body. Unlike your heart, the lymph system doesn't have a pump. It relies on your movement. When you gently bounce, stretch, or twist, you're helping this vital system do its job. The result? Less inflammation, better immunity, and a lighter, clearer feeling in your entire body. Even more fascinating, movement first thing in the morning triggers a release of endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. Endorphins lift your mood, reduce anxiety, and give you that quiet sense of, I'm okay, I can do this. For seniors who often wake up feeling disconnected, isolated, or even a little down, this hormonal shift can be incredibly powerful. And it doesn't take hours of exercise to achieve it. Just a few minutes, just enough to change your state. Joseph was shocked by how quickly his new routine helped. He started by simply raising his arms overhead and taking deep breaths while standing beside his kitchen counter. Within days, he added gentle side steps and arm circles. After 2 weeks, he no longer needed that second cup of coffee. He told his wife, I feel awake before I sit down, not after. And that, for him, was life-changing. If you've ever woken up feeling groggy, slow, or mentally disconnected, try this. Instead of sitting down right away, stand beside your bed or a chair and move gently for 3 minutes. Don't rush. Don't overdo it. Let your body stretch, sway, breathe, and warm up. You'll be surprised by how much clearer your thinking becomes, how much easier it feels to start the day, and how much more present you are by breakfast time. This isn't about exercise, it's about activation. You're telling your body it's time to begin. And when you do that with compassion and rhythm, your whole system responds. You become more balanced, more focused, and more ready to enjoy the moments ahead. In the next section, we'll explore how adding one simple element, natural light, to your morning ritual can dramatically increase the benefits, improve your mood, and help your body reset its internal clock for healthier, happier days. Number 6, add this one thing to supercharge the ritual. After just a week of doing his 3-minute morning movement and breathing ritual, Henry, 82, began to feel like his mornings had taken on a new shape. He felt more awake, steadier on his feet, and even a bit more hopeful, like the day was starting with intention instead of inertia. But one morning, his wife gently pulled open the curtains while he was stretching and said, "Let the sun shine in, Henry." The moment that natural morning light hit his skin and his eyes, he felt something shift. It wasn't dramatic, but it was real. There was a kind of internal click, a lift in mood, a wave of calm, and a spark of clarity that surprised him. He didn't know it at the time, but that one simple act, exposure to natural light, had just supercharged his morning ritual. Light is far more than just a way to see the world. It is one of the most powerful regulators of your internal systems. Every human being has an internal body clock called the circadian rhythm, which controls when we feel sleepy, alert, hungry, focused, and even how well our body heals. And the number one influence on this clock is light, especially natural sunlight in the morning. When your eyes receive light through the retina in the early part of the day, it sends a message to a part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This tiny area acts like a master switch, telling the rest of your body it's morning. Wake up, reset, and get going. For seniors, this signal becomes even more important because the circadian rhythm naturally weakens with age. The body becomes less responsive to internal cues and needs stronger, clearer external guidance to stay on track. That's why waking up in a dim room, staying indoors all morning, or relying solely on artificial lighting can leave you feeling groggy, disconnected, and even emotionally flat, no matter how well you slept. On the other hand, just 5 to 10 minutes of morning light exposure can dramatically improve how awake and alive you feel. But the benefits don't stop with wakefulness. Natural light also stimulates the production of serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that boosts mood, sharpens focus, and helps regulate appetite and digestion. Serotonin is especially vital for older adults, as levels tend to decline with age, contributing to feelings of depression, anxiety, and low motivation. Getting more sunlight early in the day helps restore that balance and sets you up for a brighter mental state, both literally and emotionally. What's more, serotonin is the building block for melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep at night. When your body gets strong light signals in the morning, it helps set the right timing for melatonin production in the evening, leading to deeper, more restful sleep. That means morning sunlight doesn't just help you wake up. It helps you sleep better at night too. It's a beautiful, natural cycle, and one that so many people disrupt without knowing. Henry didn't know any of this science at first. All he knew was that opening the blinds, stepping outside onto the patio, or simply standing near a sunny window while doing his morning breathing made him feel noticeably better. He began to crave the light. After a few weeks, he found that his energy was more stable during the day, his afternoon crashes were less intense, and his nighttime sleep was more consistent. "It's like I finally feel in sync," he said, "like my body and the day are on the same page again." So how can you easily add this powerful element to your own morning routine? It's simple. Get natural light within the first 30 minutes of waking. Open your blinds. Step out onto your porch or balcony. Stand near a window that gets good sunlight. If it's cloudy, don't worry. Even overcast daylight is better than indoor bulbs. If it's cold, you can still bundle up and take a breath of fresh air. If going outside isn't possible, sit beside the brightest window in your home and let your eyes and your skin absorb the signals. Ideally, spend at least 5 to 10 minutes in this light while doing your morning breathing or gentle movement. Let the sunlight be your backdrop. This small addition will amplify the effects of everything else you're doing, from hydration to circulation to emotional readiness. And if you live in a place with very little sunlight during certain seasons, consider a full-spectrum light box or daylight lamp that mimics natural sunlight. Many seniors use these during darker months to avoid seasonal dips in mood and energy, and they've been shown to help regulate the circadian rhythm when used in the morning for just 15 minutes. Adding light may seem like the smallest piece of the puzzle, but it might just be the most powerful. Light tells your body it's time to live. It anchors your mind in the present. It reminds your heart that today is new, and that you are still here, still growing, still full of life. In the next section, we'll look at the most common mistakes people make when starting this morning routine, and how to avoid them so you can get the most out of every moment, starting the minute you wake up. So many seniors wake up each morning feeling tired, heavy, and out of sync with the day ahead. And for years, they accept it as something they just have to live with. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be that way. As we've seen throughout this video, a small, simple morning ritual, just a few minutes of hydration, breathing, gentle movement, and light, can make a powerful difference. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things first. This routine doesn't require youth, strength, or perfection. It only asks for consistency and kindness toward your own body. By waking your system gradually and intentionally, you're reminding yourself that your body still has rhythm, your mind still has clarity, and your days still hold meaning. You're not just surviving your mornings, you're reclaiming them. So whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, know this: your energy is not gone. It's waiting to be reawakened. One small ritual, one quiet moment, one decision to start your day with care. That's all it takes to shift from fatigue to vitality, from fog to focus, from surviving to living. The best time to begin? Tomorrow morning. And the best person to do it? You. Thanks for being here today. We hope this video gave you something useful or meaningful to take away. If it did, please like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We share new content each week focused on healthy aging, wellness, and practical advice for living well. Tap the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when a new video is released. We're glad to have you with us. See you next time.